randomly lay spots out everywhere. No rhyme or reason. Some spots are going to be bigger than others. I actually get to look at these spots every day. I have some leopard cats that have these cheetah spots, so very true to the pattern.
Did you practice?
Horribly. So now I take I take black onyx and I'm going around the spots. So you'll see here we just go around the spots with black onyx. That's going to be really the easiest way to get leopard to look natural, because none of their spots are all identical. They're all a little bit different. So that's going to be the best way to do that. But I always like it on an ombre nail. It just gives it more of the characteristics. When you look at a cat, the spine is always darker than their stomach. And so that's how we do that ombre, to kind of replicate like the real animal. Get a little bit more black on it. Yeah. And blue spots, yeah. Yeah, I like to break the rules a little bit and do things that are as look a little. So for our tiger and our zebra pattern, do it a little bit different. Don't go straight up and down. Don't go side to side. I like to do it at an angle. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going up and down, side to side, but it kind of looks robotic. I'd rather have it look more natural, and I like to start in the corner and just do a diagonal little stripe. Remember, whenever you're doing this, wherever you place your brush, that's going to be the thickest part of the stripe. So I place my brush there. Now when I press down and I move my brush around, it's going to taper off. So depending on where you want it to be thick, that's where you want to put your brush first. I want thick over here on this side more.
You had a question.
What's the name of the gold that you use under that ombre?
It's called All Sparkly and Gold.
All sparkly and gold.
Some of these, if you want, you can break some of these to make two, where they break into like a fork. That way, I hate it when every stripe looks the same. I like all of them to look a little different. Oh, dude. That's one thing I would love to show you guys, is how to do like really cool flames. You guys want to see that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got the picture with this. Let me show you guys flames.
Will you show that giraffe look as well? Like,
yeah.
One of the tips looked like kind of like a giraffe.
Where is it? This one, right?
Yes.
That's just dots.
Really?
Yeah. All you do is French and then put dots in the white. After the white, then you put your dots.
Oh.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
With flames, one of the coolest things about flames is how easy it is.
Hot rod is nice. It's a car thing.
Oh, and this is the perfect hot rod flames. Also doing flames with dots. Imagine that. Dot, dot, dot. One of the things we use these dots for is to help us draw the bottom part of the flame to make it nice and round at the bottom here. And you'll see I'm doing everything in reverse. I'm not drawing things. I'm using my background to create the flame. I know not a lot of people get it right away, but once you see it, you're going to get it. Trust me, once you see this, you'll get it. And it also matters, like using the oranges and reds to really bring that flame out to light. flame, right? And the thing with the flames is, let's say this is the nail here. You're placing your bead, your dots, just so that it makes it easier for you to figure out where these need to go. It's just kind of like a layout telling you where to put your beads. Yeah, drawing the flame basically upside down because you want the tip of the nail to be on fire, not unless you want their nail bed to be on, or your cuticle to be on fire. I could make your cuticle on fire without drawing it. But really, just you'll see like how we did our French earlier. We're placing dots to just measure. Get that right measurement for your smile line in there. And that's how we do like these, like doing an ombre French or doing like this giraffe type of French here. And that's how you can get those corners deep and you can measure it out and make sure they're even that way without having to go and back brush it. This is actually Axiom soap off. So this is probably like 10 years old or something like that.
I love that butterfly. Can you do a butterfly?
Yeah. So like this butterfly you see here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that? Or like the beach type of scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, typically with a butterfly, I'll just show you on this blank nail here. There's two ways that I like to do butterflies. Sometimes I'll do them at a profile where they're more like that, and then you can have the veins in the wings if you want, but it's really not necessary. Or I do it like how I did it, where it's like a French tip butterfly, where this is the nail and the butterfly is there.
That's cute.
So let me show you both ways. Get my red.
In a couple minutes, we'll give you a little bit of shopping time, and then we'll also set up so we can let you guys play. We want to come around and help you. Take some pictures and then try to do it here at your station.
So there's two different ways. They're both very simple. First way is the profile view. Just make the shape. Don't worry about all the details when you're doing art. Most times when you're doing art, you're looking at the object as a shape, not as a real object. So if I was to paint Courtney, I would not paint, like start doing her eyes and all that. I just block out the whole shape like I did with Greg. Same thing with any object. So like you'll see here with the butterfly, there's no details at all. It's like a silhouette. Even the wings are a silhouette, everything. We'd have a silhouette of that butterfly. Same thing with the other side. I do a quarter circle on each. Then I'll make this ombre. So I'm going to make my brush a little flat on this one. So after you have the nails like this, you would cure it. I'm not going to go and cure it because I'm pretty confident it's going to stay. This is a quick design, so it's not. I'm not going to have to need to have it stay in one place. But when you get the wing, put a dot right at the tip of the wing. Drag that dot. Same thing on the other side. Put a little dot there and drag that out. So you can have an outline of the wings like that. I also do that for these bottom ones. Now if you want veins in those wings, just use whatever black you have here in the wings already and drag those through. To get those little veins in there. I always do a little dot for the head, and then I do a little body. And then I'll do the little antennas. Something like that. Other butterflies, same thing. I'll put a dot at the tip of the wing and drag that through. Put a dot, drag that through. Head, also a dot, another dot, drag that down. And the antennas. And the little veins. Typically, all of my nail art, I always finish it off with alpine snow. And so I'll have alpine snow will go over the white here inside the wings. I could do the same thing on the other side. To have the white inside the wings like that. Another really easy thing with doing dots is like the dot, drag it out, then have two little pieces out here. You have a dragonfly already, right? Just put white inside the wings. Put a little bit of white in the wings, and you have a dragonfly. Another really cool one is another thing of doing dots. I love dots.
Really?
Right?
Nuh-uh.
I would have never guessed.
Doing a big dot right here, and then I do another big dot. A little bit bigger than the other dot. I'll take this dot, drag that out. This dot drag down, or okay, just do like little wings right there. You can have a little flower down here if you want. I think that's what they suck on. Too little high. And a little bit of red belly. Red belly sucker. Is there anything else I can?
Dog.
Dogs?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dog. An
Like
anchor?
An anchor? Pretty much an anchor. If you're trying, are you going for the classical tattoo look
Yeah.
or the realistic look?
Tattoo.
Tattoo look.
Like
Yeah.
cartoony kind of.
Okay, so if you're doing an anchor like cartoon style, start with a black.
What's going on?
Sorry.
Woo!
Get busy.
I had to type it.
So start off with a circle. Make everything black at first. Because the main thing about traditional tattoo art is the bold outlines, the really strong outlines. Make the line go down. Down into the tip. And you don't want to just leave it like that. You're using the black to be your outline. Okay, so we would go ahead and cure this in the light. After it's been cured, you take black and white, make sure you get a good gray, and draw in between here to where everything else is an outline, if you know what I mean. So you're using your background as to make your lines. That's going to be the best way for you to get those bold outlines and have them look even. Someone say dog, right?
I've never seen anybody get a dog.
Okay.